da sind wir auch mal wieder zurück mit Trails of Cold Steel und das auch live. Yay! Endlich. Und wir machen weiter. Unser Ziel für heute wirklich endlich Chapter 5 abzuschließen. Und dafür sind wir zumindest schon mal in Garela-Fotos angekommen, aber ansonsten mehr als angekommen sein haben wir noch nicht getan. Dementsprechend exploren wir mal ein bisschen. Es gibt auch ein paar Sachen, die ich jetzt doch dann mitnehmen kann. Ich kann das mal kurz mit meinen Guide nochmal wieder runterscrollen. Wir können nochmal die Imperial Chronicle lesen, Chapter 7, die ich ja bei meinem ersten Playthrough irgendwie verpennt habe. Wir können auch noch eine Recipe kriegen, die ich eventuell schon habe. Ja. Also Hashed Beef Rice. Ja, und ansonsten erstmal ist unsere Mission so mit allen Leuten zu reden und den, ja, General Store zu finden. Ich gerade nicht weiß, wo er ist. Aber ich würde einfach mal sagen, wir reden auch mal einfach mit denen einfach, den wir so sehen. Also für unsere Classmates, versteht sich. Ansonsten... Das ist schon soweit. Oh, are you taking a rest, Emma? I did take a short walk around, but everything about this fort is just so imposing. It might feel a little faint. I feel you there. Looking at Emma now, it's hard to believe she's the same person who's almost single-handedly guided us through the castle. Right? Never mind. But there's one thing that's been bugging me lately, since we arrived in Legram. I feel like just out of the corner of my eye, I catch a glimpse of this small black shadow following us. Oh, ja, stimmt. Wir haben ja Celine, die die ganze Zeit dahin rennt. I don't think they got to the fortress, I don't see it. Really? Maybe you're possessed by something. Possessed? Yeah, that's kind of an unsettling thought. It is, isn't it? Oh, I'm glad I told her to go back. Ich sorry. Manchmal ist Reen auch too observant for his own good. So nach dem Motto. Oh yeah, Toro gave me a call about what happened in Legram. So we had a mechanical monster show up outside the city limits. Yeah, Toro looked pretty concerned when he first mentioned it to him too. Do you know anything about him? Well, I'm no stranger to the group that makes them. Ouroboros. They go by the name of Ouroboros. They're a secret society of sorts that acts in the shadow all across the continent. A secret society? We don't know how many members there are, what they're capable of, honestly. We don't know much about them at all. What we do know is that they have access to technology more advanced than the most cutting-edge research institutes. And that they've been behind several crises that have threatened to shake the foundations of entire nation-states. And these are the people who made us monsters? If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes, I would find it hard to swallow, but there's no denying what we saw over there. Well, you don't need to come to Christ to hit just yet. You call them mechanical monsters like the one you guys fought are chaosms. And lady, it seems like an awful lot of them have made their way onto the black market. There's been one sighting after another these days all over the Empire and beyond. Ooh, that's heavy. Does it mean there's a chance there might be plotting something here in Erebonia? Ooh, yeah! Ooh, yeah. Just in your opinion, I mean? That's the tricky thing about him. It doesn't necessarily mean that at all. Different cases where we know they put archaisms out into the wild purely to test their abilities, for example. So it's something to keep in the back of your mind, at least. I mean, die Ions in Crossbell waren zumindest für Novartis eigentlich auch nur ein Field-Test. Ihr habt gesehen, wie krass dieser Field-Test eskaliert ist. Right, be sure to let the others know too. Ich finde es so sehr interessant, dass sozusagen die Existenz von Erebonia hier noch so gefühlt in dem Nebensatz einfach mal gedroppt wird. Not gonna lie. Sehr interessant. I'd heard about it from my father, but seeing it in person really drives home its incredible scale. Yeah, your father helps train the Imperial Army in swordsmanship, doesn't he? I can see why he's so busy if he's going around training all the soldiers in a place this massive. Or in places this massive. Bläh, so. Einfach nur bläh. Indeed. I feel like the reality of that is finally sinking in for me as well. I have no idea how his teachings are actually being applied though. Perhaps we'll have the opportunity to find out during today's military training exercise. I'm looking forward to it. The soldiers seem pretty well trained, pretty well equipped too, like you'd expect from the Empire's biggest fortress. You need to put in some serious prep time if you wanted to top it. I'm not sure that's something you should say with earshot of the soldiers. What happens die hard? Hey. Sind irgendwelche Shops oder so? Oh, lol. Hier ist literally einfach ein fucking Shop. Und er sieht nicht aus wie ein Shop. Kein Wunder, dass ich das damals verpasst habe. Hier, Imperial Chronicles Issue 7. Aber gut, fair enough. Books, was haben wir denn? Issue 7. Special feature, the West Samoan Trade Conference. The West Samoan Trade Conference has finally commenced. As the first international conference of its kind, it has naturally become the subject of much attention and discussion since its initial announcement. We will be bringing you the latest news from the Crossbell state itself, where the representatives of various nations attending continue to arrive. The 4 nations' representatives. Each of the attendees is of the highest standing in their respective countries. Representing our nation of Erebonia will be Prince Oliver on behalf of His Majesty the Emperor and Chancellor Osborne. The delegate from the Kanal Republic will be the head of state, President Rocksmith. And the Principality of Frage to the north will be represented by Prince Albert. Oh! Da ich gerade drauf komme, wegen Principality of Frage. Es gibt ein Game, was primär in Remiferia spielt, weil wir so normal nicht dazu kommen werden, Remiferia zu sehen. Aber ich weiß auch nicht, zu welchem Zeitpunkt es spielt. Es gab eigentlich mal ein Webbrowser-Game called Akatsuki no Kiseki. Beziehungsweise Trails to Sunrise. Was sozusagen die offizielle Übersetzung von dem Titel. Hat es aber nie nach den besten in englische Lokalisation geschafft und es wurde vor längerer Zeit auch down genommen. Gegen Anfang Juni ist ein Fanpatch gedroppt, das es sozusagen ermöglicht, das Game trotzdem noch zu spielen und zumindest der Prolog-Chapter auf Englisch übersetzt worden ist. Also man kann sozusagen den Prolog-Chapter auf Englisch spielen. Ich werde für mich privat definitiv so dieses Fanprojekt im Auge behalten und so nach und nach für mich so die Chapters spielen von Akatsuki no Kiseki. Wenn das wirklich irgendwann mal voll da sein sollte und es wirklich storytechnisch irgendwie groß Relevanz ist, überlege ich es mal auch sozusagen für mich nochmal durchzuspielen als ein Stream, also on-Stream. Wird aber nicht zeitnah sein. Also vor allem, weil jetzt auch in so einer Zeit sozusagen bisher nur Chapter 0, also der Prolog-Chapter übersetzt worden ist. Ich denke, das wird halt noch dauern. Für die, die interessiert dran sind, könnte man so. Ich habe es auch noch nicht gespielt. Ich habe es mir erstmal noch schon mal runtergeladen, aber ja. Persona 5 The Phantom X sorgt auch gerade ein bisschen Zeit nebenbei. Und ja, ich muss irgendwann mal die Persona 5 on Stream zocken. Auf jeden Fall. So. Last week, Crown Princess Claudia will be the spokesperson for the Liberty Kingdom to the south. Jetzt mal bei diesen News lesen. The Orcus Tower. The conference will be held in the recently completed skyscraper Orcus Tower, overtaking the Rainfall Building in Aurora as the continent's tallest building at 40 floors and over 250 acres tall in height. Rumor has it that you can't even see its top from the ground. It's believed that the building will be unveiled during the Trade Conference's opening ceremony. Ich glaube jetzt zumindest zu unserem jetzigen Zeitpunkt, wo jetzt da sind, schon passiert sein sollte. Nee, definitiv schon passiert ist. The conference's direction, with the heads of the various nations in Western Samuria gathering in one place for the trade conference, what matters will be discussed. A former diplomat offered his opinion. It is difficult to predict. The president of the current republic and head of the Erebonia government coming together for a discussion like this is unprecedented. No matter what topics of discussion come up, the outcome of this conference is sure to determine the direction of international politics for years to come. Boy, yes. Specialists in the field of policy and international relations and the economy will be watching with bated breath. Economy, the tax increase in the Nordia province. Nordia province is said to join the provinces of Limral and Kreuzen in implementing significant tax increases, it appears. The unprecedentedly steep increase has been met with staunch opposition from across the province. Ihr solltet auch merken, dass halt vor allem, wenn es um diese ganzen Textsachen und so sind, wie vor allem Lamare und Kreuzen immer wieder auftauchen. Also, primär halt dann spearheaded von Cyan und Kayan und Juices Vater. Furthermore, the Reinfeld Company, which has its corporate headquarters in Aurora, the Provincial Academy, has issued a statement regarding tax increases for the first time. The company stated that it believes the increase may potentially slow the growth of the Erebonia economy, and has made its opinion known to Marcus Rockner in writing. Spotlight, the Lesage Boutique. Starting this fall, the head store of boutique chain Lesage will begin carrying products from the Stärke Corporation. It's functional yet fashionable sneakers. What do you want? Come along to Lesage. Da hatten wir in Heimdaller ja eine kleine Setquest zu, wo wir die Stärke getestet haben. Sozusagen, das ist die News, die sich jetzt daraus ergibt. So eine kleine Sidequest. So, you're the students who have come to tour the fortress. Yes, sir. Yes, Ryan. What office is only from? I wonder if he's... Also, ich muss jetzt mal nachgucken. Ah, okay. This is Lieutenant General Walter, commander of the Guerrilla Fortress. He also serves as the division's commander of the 5th Army Armored Division, which is stationed here. Yeah, I apologize for not greeting you sooner, sir. Thank you for granting us the opportunity to tour the fortress. It really is an honor. Well, at least you aren't lacking in manners. Hardly built like a soldier, though. I haven't doubts that you'd be able to endure the military training regimen with a physique like that. You sure you're training them properly, Major? My apologies, sir. To you the academy as a former bracer as a common instructor. They must really be scrapping about them. I've heard of the Purple Lightning before, of course, but the bracer is still a bracer. Playing such an important role in the hands of a civilian is ridiculous. The famous force isn't what it used to be. Wenn du wüsstest, dass die Klasse, die sie trainiert, dir bei später großen Arsch retten wird. no surprises here. It's like he fills in every every box on the checklist for stereotypical Imperial Army soldier. True. Anyway, as far as Commander, allow me to welcome you to Erebonia. Keep in mind though that we are constantly on alert for potential threats from the east. I have no problem with your glass conducting your field study here, but see that you don't get in the way. Of course, sir. Very well, I'll take my leave here, as I have business to attend to. He is certainly strict. Well, he is responsible for keeping one of the Empire's most vital defenses fortifications running smoothly. Considering the ongoing tension between the Empire and the Republic, you should be grateful he allowed you to come at all. I won't forget it. No, I'm afraid I must excuse myself as well. You're welcome to tour the rest of the fortress, but don't try to enter the command center. Of course, good luck with your work, instructor. I'll see you later then. Dafür können wir uns mal zur Freiplattform gehen. Und dann zu den Baracken. Wir schön nicht exploren dürfen. Alright. Water pool, I guess. Ah, kommen wir zur Freiplattform. Kann man aber auf mir aus nicht rüber. Gut. So, Army Brace. Ooh. I can't believe the size of this place. Oh, given the uniform, you must be one of the students from Force. You're free to look around all you like, but try to stay out of our way. We are all incredibly busy at the moment. So if you don't mind, I will ask you to make your way to the corridor over there instead of hanging around here. Understood. Thank you very much. There's a head over there. Truman wird hier einfach zu dem Korridor gedrängt. Guys, are you okay? I'm just kind of shocked by how different the atmosphere is from the Center Gate. Well, that is a major military base right on the border of Crossbell. I never imagined it'd be quite this big though. This base is such a departure from Center Gate that I can hardly believe that this is the same military. Although, perhaps this is the true face of the Imperial Army. The forest is the very definition of oversized, and that's ignoring the excessive display of military power. I imagine that posturing is meant to show the Croatian provincial army that they could crush them on a run. I forgot that this place probably means to you and your family, I suppose. I don't agree with my father's actions. I can't say I'm comfortable with this fortress's presence either. In fact, I find it hard to believe that anyone could sleep peacefully near a fortress like this. Ich kann das Sentiment verstehen, ja. I guess you can see it from here after all. You'll be able to see it from the railway gun, where the railway guns are, but they will get mad if I get too close to them. What are you up to now, Amelia? Near the huge Orcus Tower, where they're holding the trade conference? I'm trying to get a good view of it. Oh yeah, they mentioned it in the Imperial Chronicle on the radio. You can actually see it from all the way over here. It'd be incredible. Would I ever lie to you? I wish I could have gone with cramps instead of being stuck on some stupid field study. Why did you join Class 7 then? Speaking of which, they're going to be holding the keynote session there tomorrow. I wonder what they were talking about during it. Oh, most people are thinking it's just so they can decide on finance rules and stuff for Western. But I think it's really gonna end up being about who Crossbell belongs to. Mm-hmm. Don't Gramps, you might even try to get Crossbell to become a part of Erebonia. Seriously? The prince gonna be there too, so we probably just try to shake everybody up a bit. Unbelievable. Just there too though, so there's hoping things go well. I mean, I'm not sure, wie viel Toa wirklich anstellen könnte, wenn irgendwas passieren sollte. Sie hat nicht den Einfluss wie Prinz Olivier oder Osborne, to be honest. So großen Einfluss hat Toa nicht. Sie hat vielleicht schon einiges an Einfluss, aber nicht so großen Einfluss. Seems like it's the hangar for tanks and armor cars. It's kind of staggering to see so many of them lined up in one place. True. I'm not looking forward to this. You've never seen any military exercises before, right, Ring? Yeah, this will be my first time. I take it you have then. Yeah, my dad showed me one the last time he brought me out there. He did ask me to join the military, but I really don't think I'll ever be suited for the way he is. I get where you're coming from. The more you hear about his dad, the more curious I get. I'm not entirely sure how to feel seeing so many Achtzehns lined up like this. The Rainford community makes these, don't they? Unfortunately so. I'm sure they will be using them for this military exercise too. As far as I can tell, they will be pitted against all the automated models. It sounds pretty brutal. The other tanks won't stand a chance. Well, that's kind of the point. They want to show off just how easily Yachtzehn can dominate them. Huh. Well, you don't get a chance to go eyes on with this stuff every day. I take the opportunity to see for myself just how competent they are. It's just like her. So, come rein. Und ja, ich kann sehr auf die Map, weil es doch relativ schwer ist, den Überblick zu behalten, wo man gerade ist. Weil einfach alles gleich aussieht, gefühlt. Looks like this is the fortress's airport. Might come a day when I find myself in a military airship. Yeah. Maybe. Crazy, it really is night and day. Well, it's hard to imagine two places more diametrically opposed. What's wrong, you two? We were just talking about how different this place is to Jurai. Jurai was super lively, but this place? I think Gro's having withdrawals now that he's somewhere without easy access to a casino at all times. Yeah. Typical Gro. I can't imagine. You seems like everyone's talking about Jurai these days, though. Was it really that amazing? It was. Didn't know what to expect with the recent annexation by Erebonia, but everything fine to me. It has officers and entertainment district, and all of the people I saw were thoroughly enjoying themselves. I'd go as far to say they're happy to be under the Imperial government's control. I don't know if I'd go that far. Oh? The bird told me that Chancellor Osborne was the one behind the annexation in the first place. It also told me he used some pretty forceful tax day to get them to agree. And of course, most of their tax money takes a brand new detour straight into the Imperial government's pockets. I wouldn't be surprised if he made the annexation happen just to fatten his pocketbook. But taking taxes is a citizen's duty. It's only natural that they do so now that they are under everyone's protection, right? I think this is a pretty complicated issue. Hier ist jetzt halt das Problem, ja, der das Land sozusagen viel von den, ja, also den Steuern, die sie eingenommen haben, der davon hat selbst gelebt. Jetzt gehen diese Steuern natürlich zum Teil an Erebonia. Klar. Es ermöglicht ihnen auch Vorteile und Zusammenarbeit mit Erebonia und halt natürlich halt auch sozusagen Erebonia Schutz auf eine Art und Weise. So können aber halt eben auch nicht nur bestimmen, wo das Geld hingeht. Yes. Und Erebonia könnte potenziell das ganze Geld nehmen, was sie von Jurai nehmen und dann einfach bei sich irgendwo reinstecken und Jurai sieht halt nichts mehr davon und wird halt einfach eine unterentwickelte Provinz. Ist ja nicht so, dass wir ein Prime Example davon haben in Deutschland. Ich gehe nicht so viel auf politische Themen ein, vor allem im echten Leben, aber es gibt mehr als genug auch IRL-Beispiele, warum das gut und schlecht sein kann. Es hat einen Vor- und Nachteile. Je nachdem, wie es ausgenutzt wird oder wie es halt gemacht wird, ist es gut oder schlecht. As well as to inform all four students that preparations for today's military exercise are now complete. Please assemble in the hangar immediately. Your transport is standing by. I repeat. This is Dr. Neidhart. The time must have passed more quickly than I thought. I suppose I should start making my way toward the hangar. I better run into the others on my way. He boarded the armor cars and set off toward the proving grounds. Diese kleinen Panzer können so viele Leute drin halten. Also es sah jetzt im Vergleich ein bisschen zu klein für so viele Leute aus. Weil man auch bedenkt, es müssen ja auch noch die drin sitzen, die dieses Ding steuern. Obwohl, es ist dort zum Teil automatisiert, dem also muss es nicht. Yes, out of the armored car was narrow and cramped, and the smell of machine oil hung in the musty air. The car shook and rattled over the uneven ground, tumbling us around like an iron coffin on wheels. Eventually, after enduring 10 minutes of jaw-rattling travel, unable to even peek outside of the scenery, we finally arrived at Guerrilla Fortress's military proving grounds. Guerrilla Fortress Annex, a military training ground. Oh, 18 main battle tanks. There are plenty of water motor tanks out there too. It even looks like they have airships here. Oh yeah, like the ones we saw north. Welcome. Oh. So that's how it's stood. I don't see the family resemblance. Looks like the hair made the jump from father to son though. True. Das Einzige, was man sagen könnte, dass die beiden zusammen haben, ist halt die Haarfarbe. Reporting Lieutenant General. Very good, Neidhart. I was talked to you last time, I believe. Pleased to meet you. It's an honor to make your acquaintances, Lieutenant General Craig. Allow me to extend my deepest thanks for agreeing to cooperate with us for the Academy's curriculum today. Speaking of it, many of these fine youngsters may one day hold positions in the Imperial Army after all. Besides, a word or two old General Vandyck. Iron these must be. Amazing stare. So this is correct, Red. Elliot, my boy, so good to see you again. Huh? Huh? Very much a doting father. It must be half a year now since I last saw you. How have you been? That's a sharp-looking uniform you've got too. I've seen the photos, but it looks even better on you in person. Dad, come on. Still got a long way to go if you want to put on some real muscle. There's part of me that hopes you will stay my little cheer-up forever. You're a man of Erebonia, and the man of the Empire must be strong, stout, and ready for action. It was for your own good as a man that I held back my tears and enrolled you in the military academy. That I can brave. I feel like everything I've been told about him was a lie. There do seem to be some differences from the stories. Kidding me? He seems like a cool guy. What a delightful commanding officer you have, Major. Words fail me. Dad, knock it off. Let's have Fiona. Moving right along. General Olaf Craig. Natürlich heißt er Olaf. Commander of the Imperial Army's 4th Armored Division. I've been entrusted with the role of overseeing today's joint military exercise. Pleased to make your acquaintance. Likewise, sir. It's a pleasure, sir. Gun one heck of that, Elliot. Believe me, I feel it in the bones. Let me give you a brief rundown of what will be happening. This exercise will consist of simulated battle conducted by 2 of our armored divisions. Armored regiments at the formation center, infantry, armor corps, and airships will work in tandem, using their maneuverability to the fullest to obliterate their targets. As for our targets today, we'll be using previous model tanks that have been decommissioned from service. Autopilot functionality will allow them to raid and return fire, but they only have been armed with paint bullets. Although, all other regiments taking part in today's exercise have been equipped with live ammunition. Oh. So you intend to actually destroy the other tanks? Which would hardly be a live fire exercise if you didn't. The current time is 1400 hours, right in schedule. And now begins today's joint military exercise. Armored Division 4 and 5 commence combat operation. Glory to the Empire and the Imperial Army. Begin. Yes, sir. 5th Armored Division, Armored Regiment will advance first. Armored Car Regiment and Infantry Regiment follow their lead. 4th Armored Division, Armored Regiment and Infantry Regiment advance together. Armored Car Regiment deploy to the left and right. Ich mach das ein bisschen. Ooh, certainly potent. So this is a kind of firepower it takes to fight a modern war. Those tanks are called Achtzehns. Yep, they're a type of main barrel tank the Rainford Company developed 2 years ago. I've seen their spec sheets, but seeing the power firsthand tells you what numbers and decimal points don't. They might be the strongest heavy tanks on the continent, and the Imperial Army's got a couple hundred of those in the ring, so that's kinda crazy. You try fighting things like these head on, and you won't stand a chance. It's true for our own nation as it is for others. Just can't get used to this. Just the sound of the artillery firing is enough to make me start shaking. But I think it's something that you should get used to. I mean, if the sound of guns and warfare ever start bothering you, I'd be worried. I mean, Ted, Fee, and Randy. I guess this is another kind of strength. Thus the military exercise came to an end. The 4th Armored Division, led by Lieutenant General Greg, withdrew to an encampment near the fortress. Meanwhile, we returned to the fortress, where Major Neidhart outlined the results of the training exercise. After that, Sorry to wait for us to finish. Don't worry about it, we're the guests here after all. Waiting for your consideration. At the very least, I would say dinner's a million times better than lunch was. I mean, it's hash beef day. Yeah, that's an Imperial Army tradition, isn't it? Oh, just as a mess, making me hungry. Oh yeah, where did your instructor go? She's a real looker. I was hoping to get a chance to talk to her. She went to see the fortress commander with Instructor Neidhart. She did ask us to eat without her tonight. Alright, well, if she's with Major Neidhart, it's hard to compete with those guys from the 4th Armor Division. Maybe enough if they just had Greg the Red, but they've got a Major too. And she's kinda scary. Like a division of muscle men. Anyway, you shouldn't keep you tied up any longer. Your hashed beef's gonna go cold. See you tomorrow, guys. Ich meine einfach wieder Pea Soup, Reis oder Mashed Potatoes, eins von beiden. Und ein bisschen Beef Stew, würde ich mal sagen. Also Kartoffelbrei. A long night and date compared to what we had for lunch. You're telling me? Huh. Oh, come on, guys. What's with all the gloomy faces? You think you guys might have a bit too rosy of an outlook? What are you expecting to see out there? I'm sure you can understand at least a little of how we feel. It's like, has everything we've learned in our time at the academy been for nothing? Academics, the arts, inventory skill in combat, none of those matter in the slightest in real warfare, do they? It's true. If all you're looking to do is fight a war, you don't need any of those. You need plenty of troops at your command and the latest weaponry and overwhelming firepower. Assuming you know the tactics to use them well and the strategy that employs them effectively, I suppose. The Erstens are even more powerful than I was expecting them to be too. I remember my mother boasting about their capabilities when she was trying to sell them to the army 2 years ago, but to be honest, I'm feeling somewhat disheartened as well. I can't see there being a blaze for swords in the battlefield with weapons like these on the front lines. Well, I don't think that means individual combat skill doesn't matter at all. Still, I think maybe we've been misunderstanding something important all this time. What is what a military exercise today was power in its purest form. It has no morality of its own. It exists to bring about a result, regardless of the ideals or principles of those who wield it. That's true. In a sense, the same could be said of a sword or a gun. And all the way up up to something as huge as cavalry as bravery guns too. I think I finally understand why they wanted us to watch the military exercise in the first place. Could have taught us in a less roundabout fashion. Well, looks like it didn't wait for me to start a party. Instructor Sarah. So you spoke with the commander? Sure good, I got up-to-date info on the trade conference too. As well as all the latest on the terrorists. So there's new information about the Imperial Liberation Front. Anyway, before I get to that, let me explain what you will be doing tomorrow. In the morning, you are scheduled to participate in the Imperial Army's physical fitness training. In the afternoon, you will be attending a special lecture where I'll bring you up to speed on the info I just mentioned. After that, we've been granted special permission to view the railway guns. I see. Looking forward to that. Sounds like we've got a pretty packed schedule. Well, we did bring you all the way out here, so we might as well make the most of it. Every nation possesses power in the form of a military, whether that military is large or small. Guardian Fortress just happens to have that power in a very striking and easy to understand form. As students of a military academy, you have an obligation to know the scale of the power. The Empire of Erebonia wields at present a power you might one day be in charge of yourselves. Ah. Anyway, even a meeting that long couldn't keep me away from trying the famous hash beef rice. I've heard it's the only decent food they have around here, so I've been looking forward to this all day. I shall probably finish eating. Yep, though it's gotten a bit cold now. Maybe I'll go ask for seconds. Oh, Jesus. If you don't want the rest of yours, can I have it? I'd sooner throw it away than give it to you. Mean? Verschwinde doch kein Essen. Ich würde es eher Medium geben, als wie es wegzuschmeißen, aber okay. Okay, that should do it. Alright, that covers today's quota. Oh, I'm looking forward to a nice long bath. You know, every time there's a military exercise coming up, the workload gets pretty crazy like this. Still, at least managing inventory has gotten a lot easier thanks to the AllNet. They've got everything hooked up on the network going Crossbell, right? Wish the Empire would get on that a bit more. Think of the utility. Ja, die haben nur ein lokales Netzwerk für Guerrilla Fortress. From the sound of it, you need special equipment to send signals through a wired connection to make use of it. And considering the size of the Empire, it's probably going to be quite a while before it's a widespread thing here. Who's Glasfaserausbau? Who's Huh? No, but mail. Looks like it's from HQ. Oh, you've gotta be kidding me. This right here is the problem with the AllNet. There's no such thing as off hours. We can just send you orders around the clock. Ich find's lustig, wie literally einfach 2 Models sind und einfach mal 3. Ist zweimal denselben Dude, der auf dem Monitor guckt mit einem anderen Dude, wovon 2 Kopien hinter uns gerade auftauchen, mit einer Kopie von den anderen Menschen. So good it is, they're planning on doing some extra exercise tomorrow. That means we got out for 2018 with C units by tomorrow. 20? Seriously? Might as well start up another pot of coffee. We're in for an all-nighter for sure. Do we even have that many C units left? Actually, another lot came by right just this evening. Exactly 20, if you can believe it. Guess we just have to get it done. Okay, but at least let us take a shower. I'm gonna head down to the mess hall and grab some snacks. You want anything? Important Detail, warum das ganz gerade gezeigt wird. Für etwas, was morgen passiert. Und vielleicht auch wieder mal ein anderes Problem mit zumindest dem derzeitigen Stand deren Orbelnetzes zeigt. Wo ist du's? Schief. Safen wir mal. Hier.